Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so...
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Veronica. I hope you guys stick around and subscribe. So as you can see from the title of this video, I will be doing a tutorial on this look today using the Juviasplace Magic Palette. This is such a beautiful palette, you guys. If you guys love color, I definitely recommend this palette for you guys. Or if you're new into color that's not too out of your comfort zone or it's too crazy, I think this is a really nice alternative to starting out because it still has its warm shades around here as well. So I think this is a really nice palette for people that are starting out, or like I said, people that really love to play with color. I recommend this palette. It is amazing. I loved how this look turned out. I really didn't know what I wanted to do. All I knew is that I wanted to play with color and pinks and purples, and as you can see from my backdrop, I really wanted to play with pink, so that's what I did, and I love how it turned out, and I hope you guys like how it turned out as well. And yeah, without any further ado, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. So I went ahead and primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the original shade, and I went ahead and set it with the Kessie shade. It's very similar to my skin tone, so if it matches you, go ahead and use it as well, or set it with a translucent powder. For my first transition shade, I'm going to go into this shade Nana with this fluffy brush. You only need the littlest bit of this. This is just going to help all of the other shadows blend better together. So I'm just putting this as a first transition, very lightly. Don't need much of this. The next color we're going to go into is Koji, which is this really beautiful peachy shade, and it looks more muted in the pan, but when you put it on the eyelid, it's more neon, which I didn't expect, but I mean, it's still a beautiful color. So this I'm going to concentrate lower than the first transition shade. So you can see how pigmented these shadows are. It's ridiculous. All the way in, and very lightly bring it up to the brow bone as well, not all the way. You still want that gradient effect. Going back with the first brush and just kind of diffuse this color a bit and get it blended so there's no harsh lines. Next color we're using is Ife. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's this really beautiful matte dark purple. It's so beautiful, and I'm going to use it with this really small blending type brush. And this is just going to define the cut crease more. I start doing circular motions so it can start blending in with that peachy pink shade, so it's not that harsh line between the two colors. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this outer corner with that purple as well, just the edge. Going back into the Koji shade and going over the purple and just helping these two colors blend a lot more. And going back with the blending brush and making sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, awesome. So this is how it should look so far, nice and blended. And now we're gonna go ahead and start with the semi-cut crease. To create the semi-cut crease, I'm using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot with this flat concealer brush. This is from Royal Nickel. And if you're new to this, because I'm still pretty new at this, just take your time because it can go really wrong really quick if you go too fast. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Now to set it so it doesn't crease, I'm gonna go back in with that Kessie shade, the one that I set my primer with. So to get this ombre type effect that I got going on this eye, the first shade that I'm going to use is Osun, and I'm going to put this towards the inner corner. And I'm not using any Max Fix Plus. These shades are just so amazing on their own. Look at that. Woo. The next shade I'm going to use is Azuba, and this is a really pretty pink, like a duochrome, because it has a shift of pink and gold in the middle, and kind of bring it in towards the first shade. And the last shade that I'm going to use towards the end is Fazo, and this is also like a very duochrome shade. It shifts pink, purple, blue. It's so pretty. Concentrate this on the end. Bring it in with that second pink shade. To finish the top of the eye, I'm going to go back with that Ife shade, that purple, and concentrate this at the end. Kind of blend it up a bit. So this is pretty much the eye look. I really loved how it turned out. So we'll finish the eyes at the end, but let's go ahead and get started with the face. I went ahead and did my foundation and concealer off camera, but for foundation I used the CC Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream with SPF 50, which is absolutely amazing, especially now that it's summertime, and I use the shade medium. And for concealer I use my favorite at the moment, which is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. Now I'm going to set everything with my Airspun translucent powder with this Real Techniques sponge. To set the rest of the face, I'm going to use my Wonder 2 Perfect Selfie translucent powder with this big fluffy brush from Morphe. It is the E1. This thing is massive, but it gets the job done. To contour and bronze, I've been really enjoying this contour kit from BH Cosmetics. It's really nice. It has a nice bronzing shade and a more cooler tone to contour. It also has two highlights. It has this more rosy toned and this more lighter pinky tone, and then you have like a banana shade type of powder to set under the eyes, and then you have a really pretty pink blush. So for contouring, I'm going to go ahead and use this darker shade first. Using this Real Techniques contour brush, pat that, tap off the excess. Then I'm going to go in with the bronzer with this more fluffier brush. This is from Bare Minerals. It's their Flawless, that was a lot of fallout. This is their Flawless face brush. I'm just going to go over the contour and a little bit above it and start going all over the face with this. Use that same bronze shade to contour my nose. I'm going to use this fluffier brush from Real Techniques and just blend everything out so it's not as harsh, and dust away all of that powder as well. For blush, I'm going to be using one of the butter blushes from Physicians Formula, and this is in the Vintage Rouge shade. It's a really pretty rose color. I've heard great things about these blushes. This is the first time I'm trying it, and it smells like coconuts. It smells so good, you guys. It smells like summer. It's literally summer in a blush. It comes with this like little sponge applicator thing to apply your blush, but why would you use a sponge to apply your blush unless it's a cream type of blush? Interesting. I'm gonna apply it with this CHIC Cosmetics Chic blush brush. It's so pretty. Has like an ombre effect. Such a pretty brush. Ooh, it's really pretty, and they're going on so smoothly and very, very pigmented. Going with the same powder brush that I blended out the bronzer. Just gonna go back and diffuse this blush a bit. Going back to the eyes, we're going to go in with this Prestige Velvet Smoky Eye Pencil for the waterline. I haven't heard much about Prestige Cosmetics, but I'm telling you, this eyeliner is literally one of the best eyeliners that I've ever tried for the waterline. It is so pigmented, so creamy, so velvety like its name, and it doesn't smudge or anything like that. So I'm super impressed with this eyeliner. So the first color I'm putting is the Koji shade, which is that peachy pink shade first. Put it all the way. I'm gonna go in with Ife, that purple, and put it right on top and closest to the lash line as possible. Going back in a little bit more with that pinky pink shade and putting it right on top of that purple. Just a little bit to create that gradient effect. In this fluffier brush and with the same Koji shade, that pink, and just kind of smoking it out even more. I'm going in with the very first transition shade that we use, which is Nana, which is like that brownish shade, and going to put that underneath. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara and falsies, and I will be right back to finish the look. So the mascara that I use is the Balm Cosmetics Matte Lash Mascara. I've been really liking this mascara. It's not really volumizing, but it's nice and lengthening and separates my lashes really nicely. So when I go in with the falsies, it's not too clumpy or anything like that. And then for lashes, I use the Pure Cosmetics 3D Silk cruelty-free lashes in the style Flirt. And as you can see, they're very flirty. They're dramatic but wispy at the same time, and they're so pretty, and as you can see, you can still see the eyeshadow peek through. So for highlight today, I'm going to be using the Anastasia and Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. I've only swatched this beauty. I have not tried it out yet, so this will be my first time trying it out. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I think I'm going to be using Kitty Cat and Forever Young. Do you guys see that glow? Ooh, girl. So now I'm gonna go in with some Forever Young, and I'm just gonna put this on the highest points of my cheekbones. This is so intense. Oh, it's so intense. I'm gonna go in with my damp beauty sponge just a little bit and go around the edges of the highlight just so it can diffuse it just a little bit, and as well melt in the bronzer and blush and everything together, so it's not just like straight up highlight. Put some Forever Young on the tip of my nose. Just a mixture of the Kitty Cat and Forever Young shade, and put this on my inner corner. So now that we are glowing for the gods, we're going to finish up with the lips. So for lips, I'm going to be using this Leah Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Confident, which is this really pretty pinky shade, and it has some flecks of glitter in it, but it's very, very subtle, and she told me that it is to make the lips look more fuller. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys really like it. I really had a lot of fun creating it. I love creating fun and colorful looks, and you guys should definitely check the Juvia's Magic Palette. It is so beautiful. If you are a person that loves color, you need this in your life. And I can't wait to create more looks using this palette. I really want to venture into the greens. I love green. So if you guys want to see another look using this palette, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. I hope you liked this look, like I said, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And leave in the comments down below of any other type of videos you guys would like to see, any video requests of anything that you guys want to see. Let me know. I will also leave all of my other social media links down below so you guys can follow me. I have Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. I don't have anything else to say except I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!